Hey guys, we are going to be looking at point slope form of a line. So based off of the name, you can probably figure out that you're going to need a point and a slope to be able to figure out the equation of that line. So point slopes form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So that y1 and x1, those two parts are coming from your point. Okay, so when you have a little subscript 1, you should be replacing numbers in for those. Remember, m always stands for my slope, so I'll be putting a different number in for m. So in that everything is blue, everything that's blue, you're going to put a number in for. Everything that's red, you're just going to keep it the way that it is. One of the things that throws people off sometimes about point slope form is that if you notice, it's y minus y1 and x minus x1. Sometimes people can get a little bit confused because they want to just put the sign of whatever the number is in there, but remember, we're going to have to go opposite. So first, let's graph this line. We want to graph the line y minus 3 equals 2/3 x minus 1. So first of all, based off of this point slope form, remember, this was the x part of my point, and this was the y part of my point. So remember, when we put these in, it's the opposite of what we want it to be. So since it's x minus 1, I'm going to have a positive 1 in there for my coordinate. And I have y minus 3, so I have a positive 3 in there for my coordinate. So right now, I know this line goes through point 1, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that point at 1, 3. Okay, now it tells me that my slope right here is 2/3. So remember, slope is rise over run. So I will go up 2 and over 3, 1, 2, 3. Or I could go down 2 and back 3, and then draw a line through it. So you graph basically the same way as you would for slope-intercept form, just instead of plotting the intercept, you're just plotting a point. So same thing. All right, so go ahead and find the equation of the next line. So we told you what point to use, 2, 2, and then the only other thing you had to figure out from your line was the slope. So we saw that if we went up 1 and over 2, that's how we got our slope. So our slope was 1/2. And then we just have to pop it into that form. So you should have ended up with y minus 2 equals 1/2 x minus 2. All right. Now we want to find the equation of a line. I'm going to bring myself up a little bit. We're going to find the equation of a line that passes through the points 1, 3, and -2, 5 in point slope form. So what's kind of nice is that it always gives you exactly what you need for your line. They tell us that we need a point and we need a slope. So first of all, we already have 2 points, so we don't have to worry about that. Now we have to find our slope. So that's the first thing I want to do, is find my slope. So remember, slope is always y over x, right? So I'm going to take my y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we'll end up with 2 over -3, or you can just think that as -2/3. So there's my slope right there. So now I have a slope and I have 2 different points. So actually right now I can write 2 different lines. One with 1, 3 inside and one with 2, -5 inside. So if I wanted to write the one with 1, 3, I would have y minus, my y is 3, equals, my slope is negative 2/3, x minus, my x is 1. Now let's say that we wanted to put in negative 2/5 instead. So another equation of that same line, remember these are the same lines. If we were to go through and simplify, we get the same answer. But we can also go ahead and plug in 5 for y, or y1, and negative 2 for x. So now look, if we plug in negative 2, I have minus a negative 2. So that'll end up being x plus 2. Good deal. Go ahead and try the next one on your own. Okay, so hopefully you got the same slope as me, negative 7/3. So then we just plug in a point in our slope to get either one of these two lines. This is a big old or right there. Both of these lines are great. So either you had y plus 3 equals negative 7/3 x minus 8, or you had y minus 4 equals negative 7/3 x minus 5. All right, so next time we're together, we will talk a little bit more